Hi, everyone. My name's Bethia, and I'm talking today to Marco at LeftBrain, who is one of our strategists. Marco works with our more creative clients, so design agencies, film production companies, basically fast moving, agile, creative teams who often work in kind of cloud first environments. And we're going to be talking today about how having the right information security structure can help you to win bigger clients without losing your creative culture. So before we start, Marco, can you tell us a little bit about your role as a strategist and what you do day to day?
Hi, my name is Marco. I've been with LeftBrain for now a couple of years. My role here is the role of a strategist. I look after usually medium-sized client, more on the creative side. My main role and my main day-to-day is to keep a relationship with our clients and be there for them when they need. They can reach out to me. We can discuss for improvements, or I can propose if there is something new and outside, and then we can work to make their work better every day.
Brilliant. So when these kind of creative agencies, these modern businesses come to us, what would you say they fear the most when it comes to security and compliance?
Yes, the security usually can be a pretty scary topic. Usually it feels like a lot of limitation on their side. So I would say like the main problems that they would see is definitely a loss of agility and flexibility. They fear that they will get too restricted. Another big issue that they have in their mind about that is about like bureaucracy and how they invest their time. They are very scared of losing too much resources towards this project and not be able to focus on their own client. And also another problem is about like having a restriction in tools and platforms that they can use. Of course, they have a big array of platforms, and we want all of them to be secure, but sometimes they are scared that like increasing security would reduce that amount. Altogether, is the main fear is that they would like to increase security because that's very crucial for them to have the ability to land more projects on enterprise level. So they are like kind of stuck in between the fears and the need of having it.
Okay, that makes sense. So, here at LeftBrain, how do we use a kind of modern cloud first security to enable creativity rather than restrict it?
Yeah, in LeftBrain, we have like many ways of implement security in a very agile way. Of course, we make it like people first a lot. So we ask questions and we make sure that we listen to their problems. And once we have a good pictures, then we try, first of all, to enable security project that is embedded in their workflow so they don't have to change too much the way that they work. Another way that we use is through like tools like mobile device management and identities access management. These tools, they ensure that they can have access from anywhere. So it makes their work very flexible, especially for remote. Another point is we try to build in security by design from day one. So when we introduce a system, we introduce it already secure, so we don't have to make changes down the line. And in the end, the main point is always like making systems automated that on the client side, they just work.
Brilliant. And what kind of lightweight automated governance practices help agencies to meet enterprise expectations without the bureaucracy?
Well, we all know like agency, they just hate bureaucracy. We try to lift that weight for them as much as we can. We're going to try to make the whole process very people centric and as lightweight as possible. One of the main points is to use like, I would say like there is three main points that we can use is agility, automation, and strategic leadership. Agility is achieved by making security project via sprints, which are very short and lightweight, and they're manageable, clear structured, and fast, and they're very based on feedback, so we can tweak it along the way. We can automate posture check. So we can have like softwares on the background that they check the posture and the safety of all the devices. So they don't have to think about it, but we just get the feedback from it. And of course, like the human part of it is the strategic leadership. In LeftBrain, we have like a lot of professionals that they are very trained and very good at what they're doing. And we put all this knowledge available for our clients, all the way up to virtual CISO, that can help avoiding them to have to go through the cost and the bureaucracy of hiring someone specifically for that role, but we can step in and do that for them.
Brilliant. And finally, the title of this talk is How to Win Bigger Clients Without Losing Your Creative Culture. How does security help win bigger clients?
Well, security helps because bigger clients look for reliability. So whenever a project gets started, there is all sort of, especially for creative companies, there is all sort of NDAs and secrecy that goes with it. So they actually need to have the most secure setup as possible. So things like Cyber Essentials 27001, these are all different steps of certifications that, because they are widely recognized, big enterprises, they will have like a peace of mind knowing that our clients, they have that kind of certifications.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much for speaking to me today, Marco, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.